she is a dedicated workaholic who prefers silence above all else. She is a skilled pianist. Music and sound are everything to her. Things get interesting when only a wall separates them. In Paris, a reserved woman moves into her new apartment with help from her sister Charlotte. Her dream is to become a professional pianist, and she has recently left her piano teacher Evguini. On her first night in the new apartment, she hears strange sounds and notices a picture on her wall moving, leading her to fear a supernatural presence. In her panic, she flees to Evguini's house. Evguini, a strict and critical teacher who emphasizes poise and technical perfection over emotion, welcomes her back but doesn't provide much comfort. The next day, she returns to her flat and realizes that her noisy neighbor, a quiet and reclusive man, was responsible for the strange noises. This neighbor rarely leaves his apartment and has only one friend, Artis, a kind but messy man. He explains that the wall separating their apartments is hollow, and any noise in one apartment can be heard in the other. To keep people away from the flat, he intentionally scares away new tenants. The woman refuses to be driven away and suggests making a noise schedule, but the man rejects the idea. This leads to a battle of wits as they compete with increasingly creative and noisy behavior to intimidate each other. Eventually, after the woman amplifies a metronome for several days, the man relents and agrees to stop hostilities and coordinate their schedules. During one of her piano sessions, the man criticizes the woman for lacking emotion in her playing and encourages her to let go of self-consciousness and play with genuine feeling. Following his advice, they become friends, talking through the wall. He nicknames her Machine, and she nicknames him Machine. Machine becomes infatuated with Machine, which distracts her during her piano tutoring sessions. While walking in public, Machine tries to spot someone who fits the vague description and clothing style details Machine provided, and she succeeds in finding a man who seems to match. She arranges a date for them at her apartment, considering Machine's request for a silent dinner. Throughout the entire date, Machine remains silent. However, when Machine returns home, she quickly realizes that her guess was wrong and forces the other man to leave. They eventually decide to enter into a romantic relationship, but agree not to meet in person to maintain their separate lives. They host a dinner party to introduce each other to Artus and Charlotte, conversing through the wall that separates their two tables. As Machine prepares for a piano competition, she invites Evguini for a final lesson, asking Machine not to interfere. However, Machine ejects Evguini from the house after witnessing his mistreatment of Machine. This angers her, leading her to believe that their relationship cannot continue. Machine asks to meet in person, but she refuses. He leaves the apartment and confides in Artis about his feelings for her. On the day of Machine's audition, both Charlotte and Artus sit in the auditorium without knowing each other's presence. Machine initially struggles during her performance, but is encouraged by Machine, who secretly listens from behind a stage wall. When he's discovered and causes a commotion, Machine plays with passion and impresses the judges. After the performance, Artis and Charlotte realize each other's identities and leave together. Evguini criticizes Machine's performance, and she reacts by headbutting him. Back in her apartment, she confesses to Machine that she wishes they could be together in reality. Worried that he might not be there, he surprises her by knocking through the wall, and they finally see each other for the first time, sharing their first kiss. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.